push, push. You got this, you got this.
The one thing that most runners ignore is building their aerobic base. It's kind of like building a house, but without finishing the foundation. There will be cracks in your training, just like there will be in a foundation if it's not done correctly. I've been there. I've done that. I've been injured, and I've been frustrated with my training. It was until I learned all about building your aerobic base and how it can really help. I've been using the Maffetone method for many years now, and the one thing that I find frustrating is it takes time. It takes time to build an aerobic engine that you can be proud of and that you can use to your advantage when you're running a race. Today will be very interesting to see if the last 3 months have paid off in my training. I always like to see how I'm improving. Each and every run just builds up and helps me get to a better place. So today I'm actually taking off to go to Collingwood, Ontario, and I'm gonna run this exact same route that I've run a number of times to see if I'm any better than I was last time. It's been a while. It was hot when I was last there. So maybe, just maybe, I may be able to put this one in the win column. And then after that, I will take you to a place that I love to eat. I know they're open today, and we will participate in some vegan food. So hopefully you're into this. Let's take off and go. So in this video, I'm going to reveal what the simple step is, how any runner at any level can easily transform their running using it, and show you an example of myself improving using this amazing training method and harnessing its epic power.
Let's make it happen. In July, I did a 15-kilometer run up in Collingwood, and my heart rate was 155 for this 15-kilometer run. And I ended up running it in, I think it was an hour and 42 minutes, about a 6:49 or 6:50 pace. So it's been a little bit, and I want to see how much I've improved, or if I have improved. I'm going to run the same 15 kilometers, and yeah, the temperatures are going to be a little bit different, but you know, it is what it is. So let's see if the weather and my training have given me a little bit of an advantage to run this 15K in Collingwood. Running slow for a long period of time over the last number of months has allowed me to build up my aerobic base, but hasn't made me run faster. Today, we're about to find out.
There are a lot of runners out there, me included, that come across different types of training methods all the time. And sometimes we wonder, is it going to work for me? I've been injured, I've been sick, I've been overweight. Can this really work?
1K in, I'm about 6 kilometer pace, somewhere around there.
Using the Maffetone method isn't for everybody, but for those who do give it a try, can see some great results. But a lot of runners, they just quit.
4K in, and I forgot my bottle of water. Well, let's see how my cardiac drift and when it kicks in. Here we go. This section here is when I started to do a lot of walking back in July. It was, I don't know, it was difficult for me just to run like 15K. But over time, you know, it gets better. That's where I am. And then I gotta go all the way here. I've been trying to evaluate if I should speed it up to go run by pace or just try to keep the heart rate low, just to do that comparison. I don't know, haven't decided yet. I should, because I think I'm about 8 or 9K in. I'm a little worried that this is going to be a fail. Seriously, the heck just happened?
To be successful using the Maffetone method, you have to be disciplined, you have to have a commitment, you have to be patient, you have to have an open mind, and most of all, you have to be consistent.
Yeah, cardiac drift has kicked in. Slowing down. Well, you know what? If it's an achievement that I can run the whole 15 without having to walk, I'm gonna be happy. But heart rate is telling me otherwise. Well, we're just a few more kilometers from the finish, and I'm really conflicted. Really don't know how I did. This is so frustrating. Well, we'll see. We'll go for a bite to eat, and we will review it. I think this is the last K. 2 minutes left. I gotta make it. I don't know. Oh man, this sucks. I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know. I think I'm done. Oh crap. So close. Come on. Push. 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 You got this. You got this. Oh yeah. I pushed too late. Pushed too late. I did. All right. Let's go get a bite to eat and let's see how I did. Now I got my water bottle. Oh my gosh. I'm back at Press Market because I love running in Collingwood, and this really is one of like 3 healthy places that I can eat being a plant-based runner. So let's go in and I'll show you what I'm gonna eat. Hi, can I get a cashew Caesar, a vanilla latte, protein bar, cashew Caesar. This thing is awesome. We got a protein bar here. It's really good. And this is like a little peanut butter protein ball. And I'm leaning you up against my coffee right now. I would do a lot of talking here, but I can't because I've got to deal with music that's up there. So anyways, I'll eat and then I'll talk. It's been 3 months since I last ran this route in Collingwood, and a lot of different things happened on today's run. I'm really not too sure how to process all of it, but I'm going to take my time and I'm going to climb up Blue Mountain and we're going to talk about what transpired. And I think you may be surprised, or maybe not. It all depends on you. I seem to be a glutton for punishment. I finished my 15K and now I'm hiking up Blue Mountain. It's not really a mountain, it's a really big hill, but it's called Blue Mountain. And it's the closest thing in Ontario that we have to a mountain. I wasn't planning on doing it, but man, it's warm today. It's like 21 Celsius. And that, for being so close to Halloween, it's not something that happens very often. So I'm taking advantage of the nice weather. So as much as I want to say I improved a large amount, I would say I'm doing just fine. Because, you know, when I look back on how I did in July, I had to walk quite a bit on this route, as well as I found that my heart rate was like 155 average, and I got her done in about, you know, like an hour and 42 plus minutes. Now, the weather condition, you know, back then was like, I don't know, I think it was like 20 some odd degrees. You can see it on the screen here. But this time round, I'm like, okay, let's just go out. Let's do the best I can. You know, I thought the weather was going to be cooler. And so I went at it. And I got her done. Oh, it's so much windier up here, guys. I just walked to the top of Blue Mountain. Today's run, I was a minute slower. My pace was like 6:53, but my heart rate was 8 beats lower. So 148 compared to 155. So I'll take it for a win. Plus, I actually completed a segment on this thing, I think 14 kilometers and something, and it was a PR. So I'll take that for a win any day of the week. So I basically didn't walk on this route for the first time in a long time. I actually ran the whole thing. There was a couple of stops just trying to cross the road and things like that. But for the most part, I just pushed it. But I made a mistake. I kind of waited too long before I started running quicker to get to the finish. And I don't know, that's on me. I'm okay with it, but I don't know, I just wanted to be able to do it and celebrate. But setting a PR, I'll take it. There was another one I did, and it was like the second fastest I'd gone. So that was like a second place one. So yeah, I'm technically 1 minute slower, but my heart rate was 8 beats lower. So could I have gone faster? 100%. No doubt about that. I certainly could have. However, I was just kind of running, and I was at a good pace the whole entire time, and I was grateful for that, very happy with where things are going. So yeah, I'm faster by running slower. But it's time to start adding in a little bit of speed work, because I just feel like the need for speed a little bit, I guess you could say. Temperature today was about 16, I don't know, I think 18 when I started, something like that. So it wasn't too far off what it was like in July. However, there was a little bit less humidity. So, I mean, yes, there was a number of things that contributed to my heart rate. Weather is certainly one of them, but my training is the other. So did running slow all this time make me a faster runner? Well, it's a little complicated, but I'm gonna say yes and no. Number one is it's hard to quantify really, because there's so many things that have happened over the months. I have done some trail running. I have done a couple of progression runs. Not a lot, but you know, a few. And consistency. Like, look, you could run faster and you could be doing 80-20 and all this other sorts of training, and you can get faster, right? I just happen to choose the whole running slow thing to see how I would do. And yeah, I did get faster. I am able to run continuously. I don't need to stop and do walk breaks, which I started off the year doing. So there were benefits. There were signs that I am a stronger runner now. And I am super happy with where that is at. So consistency is really the biggest takeaway. And it's like life, right? Anything that you do continuously and anything that you do consistently in life, you'll improve.
I really wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life. I never really put up a fight, and now I'm losing sleep. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just
You know how I always say get out and run? Yeah, talking to you. Get out and run. See you next week.
Every moment tonight, they led me to you. Every single time you look at me, I lose it too. Why don't you come sit next to me? Let things happen naturally, like it used to be.